What up, dudes? It's Gaz, and welcome back to another Warframe video. So, man oh man, that Devstream had a lot going on today. We got the Koumei and the Five Fates Devstream update, and there are multiple dev workshops to go over. There's a ton of information jam-packed into that 50-minute stream, and we're going to do our best to do the entire overview of it today. There is a surprise Nova rework. There is a bunch of big companion changes, so let's get right into it. But before we do, make sure to sub to this channel. We do daily Warframe video uploads. There is too much information for even just one video, so we'll be doing the in-depth dev shop overview video on probably Monday, because we have the weekly reset tomorrow. So yeah, first things first, let's not beat around the bush here, guys. The new update's release date is extremely soon. The Koumei and the Five Fates update will be released October 2nd on all platforms. And that is next Wednesday. And it's going to be a pretty nice update. We got the new frame Koumei here, not a spider. Her theme is the Dice Maiden. She's like a gambling RNG frame, kind of. And RNG will be tied to her abilities. She's going to have abilities where she rolls dice. And the amount of dice rolls you get, the higher dice rolls you get, the more status procs you'll be doing. So, for example, for her ulti, it will normally put these strands on the enemies that will grab them and put status procs on them. But if you roll triple sixes, she has 3 dice she rolls every cast an ability, you will maximize the status effects and extend the ability to enemies behind yourself as well. It usually just goes in front of you, but if you get good RNG on your roll, it goes behind you as well. So a much stronger ability when you roll this RNG. The other abilities of Koumei, let's just go over what they do. So, first ability, weave the threads of destiny. Enemies who touch the thread suffer a random status effect. There is a full overview video of this that Rebecca made on YouTube. But yeah, it looks like she's going to be really strong, because one of these abilities actually gives you decrees from Deviri. So yeah, the first one just gives status effects on enemies. But if you roll triple sixes on the first ability, you will get guaranteed of every status proc on this ability, which is pretty crazy. Next ability, Omikuji. It will glimpse the favorable future. This is the one that gives you decrees. So you use the ability, you get like a little mini quest to appear. That mini quest gives you a debuff, but once you complete that mini quest, like get 20 headshots, you will get a decree given to you in mission. Yeah, a decree from Deviri will be given to you in mission. So we don't know which decrees will be allowed, but I'm hoping every decree is allowed, because there's some crazy powerful decrees in this game. But yeah, Koumei, RNG frame, get RNG buffs mid-mission. If you get triple sixes on this ability, you don't have to do the mini quest, you just instantly get the decree. So really strong stuff there, potentially very, very powerful. Third ability, her defensive ability, Oma Mori. Surround yourself with these charms that will prevent damage. If you roll triple sixes, you get invincibility for the duration of the ability. So really strong. It's normally going to give you like, you'll be healed instead of damage with attacks, like a mini Mesmer skin. But if you get triple sixes, it's actual Mesmer skin. Maybe even better, because just be straight up invincible to everything. So crazy strong abilities here. Yeah, just really, really good stuff. And as far as her passive, doesn't look like they have their passive on here, but don't worry, I already wrote it down. For Koumei's passive, one of her weapons will inflict random status effects for a duration when she casts an ability, it seems like. So pretty strong stuff right there. All right, we've got her weapons. A umbrella shield gun. And that's going to be having an alt fire of a laser beam. So yeah, when you ADS with this thing, you look like an umbrella shield up. It will do like projectiles and stuff like that. You can charge the alt fire. That's a really strong looking beam. As far as her other weapon, the Amamata, roll Koumei's die with every 30 swings of the Amamata, giving 1 of 5 buffs. A roll of 6 grants all buffs at once. So basically, you swing this thing, every 30 times you swing it, you roll a dice, and the dice will give you a buff. So if you roll 6, you get all the buffs at once. So it could be pretty crazy good. We're talking like attack speed, status chance, etc., etc. So these are going to be very good weapons for a very strong frame. So look forward to her being extremely powerful and hopefully very fun too. All right, so where are you going to get this stuff? And yeah, we have a lot of more stuff to talk about too. Remember, there's going to be that free Caliban for logging in. And they didn't talk about this on the stream either, guys. This is not on the stream. There are 3 new Galvanized melee mods coming with this update next Wednesday. So that's going to be Galvanized status chance for melees. That's going to probably be Galvanized condition overload if I had to bet. So that could be pretty nasty. Galvanized reflex coil, which gives you heavy attack efficiency. I don't know why we need a Galvanized mod of that, but it might be pretty good. Give you a bunch of heavy attack efficiency. And the last one, Galvanized crit chance for melees. So that could get out of hand pretty quickly. On kill, increased crit chance. We'll see what those stats end up being. But 3 Galvanized melee mods. These are the first Galvanized melee mods in the game, it seems like. That could be pretty nasty. Additionally, these are not talked about on stream, but augments for Hildryn, Varuna, Grendel, and Gyre will be dropping, as well as 5 new ARcanes. So a lot of loot in this update. And we haven't even started with the main features of this update. That should show how much better this one is than Lotus Eaters, to be honest. So yeah, moving past that stuff, we got a surprise Nova rework and deluxe skin coming in this update, so very good stuff there. And as far as the rest of the stuff, let's go into the more specifics here, like these new Incarnons. So you can see right here, Cerberus Incarnon confirmed. As far as the other Incarnons, they have officially confirmed them today, guys. You've got the Dara Incarnon, so Dara Vandal, the Cerberus and Cerberus Prime, Sicarus Prime, Okina, Normal and Prime, and the Sestra. There is only the normal, singular Sestra in the game. But yeah, Cerberus Prime looking really nice in that picture, and I'm looking forward to getting that one, hopefully at launch. Now, they did not say where the Incarnons would come from, but I'm assuming they'll be from Circuit, just like every other Incarnon, basically. And it's likely you'll be able to buy them with Platinum as well. All right, so your update's coming out next Wednesday. Let's move on to the features of this update. Now, Infested will be attacking Cetus with this new invasion mission, like Infested Invasion on Cetus. You'll be fighting infested enemies in the actual Cetus town, and that's where you're going to be earning Koumei and her weapons. So there's going to be a new player-friendly version, but there'll also be a Steel Path variant. This is likely where those new ARcanes will come from. 5 new ARcanes, and Koumei herself will likely be from this game mode. They literally say it right there. But yeah, going to be infested on the plains, kind of like Plague Star vibes, but will be in the actual city, not in the actual open world itself. So good stuff there, all coming out on Wednesday. Hildryn's getting a mini buff right here. They're going to be increasing Hildryn's damage of her first ability, Balefire Charger, and also deactivating her ulti will give you an invincibility period. Now, they're buffing Hildryn, but guess what? They're nerfing Wukong, and specifically Slam Wukong. So yeah, and reminder too, this has been in the game for a while, so this is not my fault, okay? It might be partially my fault. It's your fault for using it in the first place, okay? The Wukong Slam build is being nerfed, and as far as what's being nerfed with the Slam Wukong build that has become annoying to some people, or it's been annoying for a while, they're going to be making it where you can no longer activate Cloudwalker until your heavy slam animation is complete. So, that might sound really, really bad. But the thing is, if you actually look at how much you need to slam Wukong, it's a little bit... It's not going to be a ruining nerf. It might ruin like macro farms and stuff like that. But for actual gameplay, you'll still be able to heavy slam, go into cloud, heavy slam, go into cloud. This thing kills... The build kills enemies in like a 20-meter radius. So I don't think it will be that ruined. But that being said, it will be worse than it currently is, as you could not like slam, slam, slam as fast as possible. It's going to be waiting around to get that slam animation finished, and then doing another slam. So yeah, unfortunately nerf there. Also, Celestial Stop Augment no longer goes through Overguard. Bummer. It's like one of the main things in the game that still goes through Overguard. There's still a few of them, but yeah, that Augment no longer goes through it. That's unfortunate, honestly. But yeah, Wukong getting nerfed and not getting buffed at all. Just a straight nerf to Wukong. So yeah, those Incarnons are confirmed. Now, as far as these big features of the update, guys, we've got the Caliban and Nova reworks. There's a lot to go over here. I'm probably going to put this in a separate video, but yeah. Some specifics. Caliban is getting his own status, his own unique status effect. It's called Tau Damage. And I'm not kidding. This is not Echoes of Glaive Prime again. They're actually adding Tau Damage abilities to the game. So my joke video from last April or whatever might have actually influenced us to an extent. But what Tau Damage status effects will do, it'll make enemies more vulnerable to other status types. And also, Caliban can summon different types of sentience with his abilities. So Sentient Wrath is no longer like make enemies ragdoll, just get stuck in place. Let's actually just play Pablo's video real quick here.
Hello.
So I'm not gonna play the audio of it, but yeah. As far as what we was talking about here, Razor Gyre will now be a dash forward. It's not gonna be like you stuck in there forever. It will also restore energy, or rather refund energy, and also give you a little bit of health whenever you hit an enemy with this. And it will also apply that Tau damage I was telling you about to make him more vulnerable to other statuses. The second ability of Caliban's just been basically animation spruce up here. It will no longer, it goes a lot faster, but also it will no longer make enemies ragdoll. They'll be stuck like this, very easy headshots, throw in the Zymos, throw in the Nell Prime, whatever you need to do. These enemies will be the most free headshots possible, basically, and they're also debuffed to take more damage, too. Now, the big change here is going to be these summons. You'll have 3 different types of summons you can choose from. You're going to have a ranged turret sentient, a Sumulist sentient, we can summon more sentience, and the normal crappy sentient from before. So those turret enemies are already going to be better than the melee terrible enemies that they have right now. Right there, the Ortholis, whatever it's called, it will be doing time damage, proccing the enemies up for more statuses. A status focus build on Caliban would be very good. It looks like illusion sentience come out of that Sumulus portal as well. So really cool stuff there. It's gonna be kind of like a status debuff similar to the new hate augment would be a similar example, or like the bird attack from Dante is a great example as well. More vulnerable to status effects, but not status damage, at least as far as we can tell right now. So a nice rework right here. Of course, you will be getting... now, the laser has been buffed, too. The laser is now going to remove armor on hit, not leaving an AoE of armor removal. But the beam also going to hit multiple times, too, as will your summons use the laser. So you're going to have a lot more lasers and a lot more damage going around with Caliban after this rework. So it's looking really good. And not to mention, you have an amazing deluxe skin coming out, too. So looking forward to that one quite a bit. It looks like Pablo's delivering on a good one there. But Pablo is not done. We might have the Caliban rework, but what I told you, we got a surprise Nova rework too. Let's ignore that Wukong part. Nova is getting a rework as well, guys, and this one is looking pretty much as extensive as the Caliban rework. So you got a surprise double massive rework, and I really liked Nova a lot. So it's all just going to be good stuff. You could basically switch between speed Nova and slow Nova at your own pace, whatever you feel.
Hope you didn't miss me too much. Here I am.
As far as what they're changing to Nova, she's getting a new passive. Whenever you kill a slowed enemy with Nova, it will have a chance to drop an HP orb. If you kill a sped up enemy, it will have a chance to drop an energy orb. So you can kind of see where they're going with this. You will be able to use Speed Nova by holding down the fourth ability, or Slow Nova by tapping the ability. Yes, you could actually have Slow Nova and Speed Nova at the same time with maximum power strength, according to Pablo. So that's going to be one of the biggest changes right there. You will no longer need to run overextended on Nova for Speed Nova. You can run maximum power strength and still get the maximum effect, hopefully. So really good stuff there. And a reminder, too, about the Caliban thing, guys. You'll be getting a free Caliban for logging into the game for like the first 10 days of the update. The exact time frame of that, I believe it's like starting October 2nd to October 12th, I want to say. But, yes, October 2nd to 16th, a free Caliban with a slot and catalyst for signing into the game. So just totally free right there. But focusing on Nova here for a second. The first ability of Nova, the little particle things, the DR from those particles will be affected by strength going forward. Also, you can recast it at default too. So with high strength, you'll get more damage per particle, but you'll still be getting more particles per duration, it seems like. Additionally, the damage type is being changed to blast at default, so it shouldn't be weird with like things like Neutron Star going forward. Next, the second ability is made more easy to control, and the charge mechanic is just much better. Just a quality of life change on that one. Another quality of life change on the third ability as well. You can see how many charges the portal has left and target it a little bit easier. And with the fourth ability, as we stated, you can put it in the slow Nova or speed Nova just at the tap of a button. So a nice little rework to Nova right there. Not expected, but it has a Nova Deluxe skin alongside it, so it makes sense. So that's going to be your two little mini reworks, or not mini reworks, those are pretty substantial reworks if you ask me. So really good stuff there. And yeah, you have a more mini rework for Hildryn and a nerf to Wukong, unfortunately. Now moving on to another major feature of this update is going to be the pet rework. Now this one is so extensive, we will have a separate video for this on Monday. But long story short, you're going to have, well, first of all, Smeeta's getting nerfed. So Smeeta's getting nerfed. This will be the new Smeeta loot ability for all Beast Companions called Lucky Catch. And we have the drop rates of this. Whenever you pick up any resource or credits in this game, you have a 13% chance for double the amount. So now every companion in the game that is a doggo or a cat or whatever, or like even a robot dog maybe. Actually, I don't think robot dogs do this. Only Beast Companions can equip this new mod that makes every companion able to double your loot. But yes, again, 13% chance to proc. It will not be a long duration proc like the current Smeeta Charm. Basically, Smeeta Charm is getting that part removed. But the XP buff of Smeeta is getting turned to a triple buff, so a double buff. But yeah, basically, rest in peace, Count Kirby. Every companion in the game will now have a doubling of loot ability. So if you ask me about the new next loot meta, it's going to probably be the Chesa Kubrau. Why is the Chesa Kubrau going to be the new loot meta? Well, unfortunately for Smeeta, it's getting nerfed, and this ability, Retrieve, is not getting nerfed. Kubrau has a 45% chance to give additional loot from a fallen enemy or container every 10 seconds. So you combine this with that new mod, and you'll be getting the most loot possible because smeeta will no longer be able to do what it does. Additionally, you could maybe run the spare parts mod. Whenever your companion dies, it gives you a chance of rare resources. But yeah, it will never be the same, guys. Hope you had fun with smeeta while it lasted. This will be the new loot meta right here, a 13% chance on any pickup, unfortunately. So yeah, moving on though. Since you're going to have a new mod to put in your build, you're going to have a new companion weapon system here where you can mod your companion's claws individually. So Vasca Cat, basically if you look at my Count Kirby Cat right now, I would not be running some of these mods because they'd be putting on the actual companion's weapon. So if we look at the cat right now, there is no button right here to mod my claws. I have to mod the claws on the actual build itself. That's what's getting changed. So for example, the bite mod will be no longer on my build on my smeeta. The bite mod will go on my companion's claws instead. And so that means you get +1 mod slot, but technically not because you have to run that new mod if you want the doubled up loot. And the doubled up loot will be on more options. But yeah, you'll be able to mod your companion's claws, and there's going to be stance mods for companions too. Like this one gives increased damage to Overguard, and it will prioritize attacking specific enemies. So a really nice thing right here. And of course, we will go over this in depth on Monday, guys, with the Companion Rework deep dive. But today, it's more of an overview. But as you can see right here, you got like, Radiation Cold, and you got an anti-Overguard mod, and you got a Bite on the build. So there's going to be a lot of mods. A lot of Forma being dropped on these companion builds, even more than before. So good stuff there either way. Now that we've gone over the main features, let's go over a grab bag of information that they additionally dropped here at the end and throughout the stream, okay? So, like I said, the update is coming out on October 2nd on all platforms. Additionally, Switch will be able to trade across platform with Platinum as normal players should be allowed to, basically. All the companion weapon mods are being reworked, and we took a brief look at it earlier. I would go ahead and say that the Sweeper Prime, the shotgun of the carrier, is getting buffed so much that you probably want to get a ribbon for it. Honestly, they're like quadrupling and more the shotgun of the Sentinel. So Sweeper Prime, it went from 10 damage per pellet times 6 to 45 damage per pellet times 6. They also double the crit chance too. So yeah, I'm going to be getting the Sweeper Prime ribbon probably tonight or tomorrow. And I think that you should as well, because this could be a very hard-hitting shotgun. Because that's before mods, of course, too. So very good stuff there. We'll do an overview of this later, but big changes here, guys. As far as a grab bag of some more information at the end, there will be a playable WARFRAME 1999 Exterminate demo starting later in October 16th. We'll have a playable WARFRAME Exterminate demo from 1999, and you'll get a special sword skin for beating that. Additionally, now, since there's going to be so many Sentinel weapon buffs, there are... guys, I'm saying, it's not just buffs. Some of these Sentinel weapons are being completely reworked. Like, there's making some of them, like, chaining laser beams and stuff, too. So, really good stuff there. So, yeah, it's going to be a really good update. So, we're going to call that a video for now. That's about 20 minutes, guys. There is a lot to go over at these dev workshops, so you keep an eye out on the Monday video on the channel. We'll be covering those companion reworks, trying to predict the meta as we usually do on this channel. But heads up, if you want to get all this new stuff, the location to get this stuff will be kind of rough. It looks like animal conservation, and it's not even rough, it's the actual tags. So this could be a pretty terrible situation as far as getting those mods. But either way, there's stuff to do, and a new game mode, and a new friend looks really strong, and all this great stuff. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Hope those Galvanized mods are ridiculously OP as well. I'll be doing extensive coverage of this update starting on Wednesday, and we'll have the Devstream, not the Devstream, the new weekly reset tomorrow. So hope you guys had a great time. I'll see you next time. Peace.